Let's run the randomization test again for the self and other extroverted ratings, but this time let's select the deep structures option. Now with the deep structures randomization, what's going to happen is the program is going to randomly generate new observations based on how the orderings have been defined. Now to explain that more fully, let's cancel out here and let's go to the Define Orderings window and let's take a look at the extroverted self ratings. So here we have plus E, that's extroversion, and then negative E, that's introversion, and then we have both and we have neither. So arbitrarily, those have been assigned values of 1, 2, 3, or 4. So with randomizing deep structures, what's going to happen is for each case, you're going to randomly generate one of these values, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and they all have an equal probability of being generated. So we go back to the data, we see the first individual here for the extroverted self is a 3. When we randomize by deep structures, that value can be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then independently, for the extroverted other rating, we see a 2. Again, that could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. For case number 2, we see a value of 2 for extroverted self. Independently, that can be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we're generating brand new data based on those deep structures for all of the individuals in both of these orderings. So let's go ahead and run the analysis then. And we'll select the deep structures and select OK to run it. It iterates through. Take into the text output window. Move this up a little bit. We see the percent correct classifications index is again 49.3. And once again, not one time in 1,000 did we randomly now generate the data, randomize the deep structures, and find a percent correct classifications index at least 49.30. So the chance value then is again less than 1 in 1,000 or less than 0.001. And we can see the maximum value that was generated was 38.03 and the minimum was 11.97. Again, we can go to the data edit window. We see a new data set that's been created. We can see the PCCs there. Let's take a look at those and see how they're distributed. Again, kind of a normal looking distribution. There we see that maximum value again, 38.03, the minimum value 11.97. Most of the values are right in here in this range. So randomizing the deep structures, you're creating new data essentially, and you're doing that over and over again, creating a new PCC every time, and then you're comparing your observed percent correct classification to that distribution of randomized PCCs. So again, in this case, with this small chance value, we would rule out physical chance as an explanation for the pattern in these data, and then seek a true causal explanation for what's going on with these extroversion ratings.